Welcome to another episode of my TXR playthrough. Today we are finally getting the car that I really wanted to. Yes, I've done a bit of an off-screen grind session. Here you can see the result from that. I mean, worked out pretty well. We now got the money, we now got the BP. So let's go and actually invest it. So first up we need to unlock the car, and then we also of course need to buy it. So just scrolling all the way over to Toyota, getting the Corolla 11, and now let's go and buy it. This is such a waste honestly, but hey, I wanted to try it, so here we are. I'll get it in red, and of course let's go and get another license plate. I still want to go with Naniwa. Just gonna see if I can find the right area here. That should do it, and let's go with all 7s. Just like that. Fish symbol, which of course isn't a fish but looks like one. I'm glad that the grind didn't take longer. This was okay. Yeah, pretty much all my money. And get in there because we are now getting to get a bit of a refund, at least. Goodbye Swift, and this thing never got any upgrades or anything, so it's, yeah, stock. 79 kilometers. Did as well, but ultimately this is what we want here. Also just notice that, yeah, this has the same color as the other one, red and black, but I mean, more of a coincidence than anything else. So yeah, we can now go on and actually defeat some teams. Actually I could also, let's check the perk tree again. Can I afford anything? Oh. Okay. Let's do that. I mean, I need to buy these anyways. I remember with last update, we actually couldn't get any upgrades before at least beating some of the first bosses. So this is interesting. We could also theoretically get this stuff here. But yeah, that's gonna take quite a few points. But we don't really need to invest right now. It's basically, we can save our money here. We can still do something with the car in stock form and then go from there, I think. But I would also like to maybe get a bit of an aero upgrade. I mean, this is completely useless and really just for looks, but I mean, it's gonna be for looks for a long time. I don't know if I like the little intake here. I like the big thing here. Doesn't seem to be as drastic as the other one. Maybe I'll just get rid of all of them. Also, was that alone 200? Yeah, definitely not worth it. The thing that I don't really like about this car and the other one, the Sprinter Torino, basically, for the most part, they are identical. I don't know where it comes to the body kit here, that might actually be the same, but I know for the fact that they have completely different spoiler kits. And I wish they just had both spoiler kits for each of them. It would be really nice. I think I'm going with that one. Side skirt. Maybe this one. And yeah, what do we do for the rear? This sticks out a bit too much in my opinion. This is nice and snug in there. Let's just go with that. Rear spoiler. Yeah, these are there's a bit more going on in terms of lip spoilers. This one is also kinda cute, being on the stock one. Or a different colored version of the stock one. This is also really neat. Let's go with that one instead of bigger spoiler. I think this is a nice little kit here. Cost us almost $500,000. But hey, we're gonna keep that, so we should be good here. I would rather get different tires though. So, hard tires again and back onto the course. So the thing is, on the outer line, I'm basically at the bosses here. That's interesting. I didn't expect there to be wanderers in this stage, so I'm actually not going to be able to beat this guy, but I wanna check out who that is. I mean, it might be an early new guy, I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, I thought for sure that this one wouldn't have any wanderers in it yet. I mean, this is definitely gonna be too much for me. But yeah, let's see, who are you? But yeah, overall this thing is already driving really nice. I should also try challenging one of the Wildfires. I'm curious about that one. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So that dude appears whenever you manage to get at least a 10-point win streak. Yeah, I've kinda done that, and no, I'm not trying that. That's not happening. I'm also curious when I'll finally get the next title. I'm really itching to just match the stuff up here a bit. I wanna get rid of my amateur kind of title. Bit of mix and matching and especially mismatching. Okay, let's see. This might be a rolling guy now, and I haven't really taken care of the rollings yet. I just defeated guys over and over again that I already encountered before. I feel like rolling is something that I want to do only when I got this car. This is another thing I'm curious about. How many more repeat themes are we going to get for certain teams? Because we got rolling guys, we got rolling girls, there's also roulette guys who use some of the newer 86s, but yeah, also some of the older ones. It's just, I don't know. Back in my day, I mean, with TXR Zero, we at least had the other two variants of the AE86, the ones with a long back. So those are at least 4 cars, and then we were like, I don't know. I remember 3 teams that were using those cars. But yeah, if you have mainly 2 cars that are then being used for that many teams, I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad, it definitely works. Yeah, just getting one of the coupons. They really don't pack a punch. Still curious to maybe buy one myself at some point, see how that goes. We are slowly starting to take in some heat in terms of water temps. Nothing too crazy yet though. Oh yeah, this one is also only a 5-speed. I mean, really not unexpected. So let's take care of the next rolling guy. We are pretty evenly matched. I mean, I'm as stock as they come with my vehicles, so not like I'm going to have any advantage here. And I'm pretty sure the rolling guys are also not tuned because, well, we have the same tier of vehicle. That would be kinda unfair. Alright. Okay, now let's try and take on one of these. Okay. Okay, it's slowly gaining speed. I may need to stay in the slipstream if I can. Okay, this thing isn't too easy to beat. I would say it got hands, but I don't see any. And it's just gonna... Yeah, sure. Do that. I'm also slowly overheating, so this might have been a bad idea. Maybe I can get him back over here. Just about. Can't really let off the gas too much though. Oh. Okay, that's a win for me, I hope. At least if I don't touch the wall or anything. Okay, that could have been worse. That could have been so much worse, but we did it. Just about. 5k for a drift in addition to everything else. And we may now need to slow down a bit. Rolling guy number 5 is up ahead. Seems to also be in the 11. Yep. Saw it with a spoiler. I hope we can take him. We still have a good amount of temperature left on the oil. And I hope water just won't keep overheating like that. Just stay in the temperature range and we should be fine. But yeah, that dude is somewhat easy. I'm kinda itching to make myself a little livery for this car. I think that would be nice. Just make something rolling guy themed after I defeat the team. But honestly, all my customized cars are on another save, and right now I don't really know what to do with that. Feels like the stuff from the early access save is kinda a bit broken. Because there were a few features mentioned in the patch notes that don't work for that one. Maybe they haven't unlocked yet. And also, I mean, for the amount of time that I spent on that, I have way too little BP. So, I don't know. Not sure if I want to continue with that or maybe not. But I would really like the option to just transfer my customization from one vehicle to the other between different saves. Okay, here we go. Peaceful Challenger, a new one. This might actually be the last of the Challengers. That, yeah, that could be the case. In which case we are about to hit the leader. But we're gonna have to see about that in a moment. And yeah, the Wanderer is just going to stick around from now on. I really didn't think that through when going for that long of a grind session there. Doesn't really matter much though. But yeah, I won't have anything to challenge him with for quite a while. Like, that dude is way too quick. Okay, here we go. And there we have it, downhill challenger. That might also send us into a forced break from the night. Yeah, not going to let you pass. One thing I just noticed, I don't know if there's even any non-86 team that actually has an 86 in it. Like there's rolling guys and rolling girls, which are both completely made up of AE86 drivers. Roulette guy has some, but also once again the newer ones. But I don't know if there's any team that just has one of those guys in at random. Okay, now we can talk to Downhill Challenger, leader of the Challengers. Usually race in the mountains near home, but they decided to take on the expressway. And another car came up. A young man with an otherworldly presence stepped out. So, yeah. Rich looking man. By any chance, do you know the A86 team rolling guy? Okay, it's that one. Well, that guy comes up later. I just talked about them. That's kind of funny. And yeah, I'm still Nannyverse amateur. I was hoping to get another title by now, but here we are. And I think I know where this is going. This might be about Eternal Polaris. Rise of a new generation, yep. So, the way this all works is that there are basically 3 different... Escaping by Swallow, okay. You know what, I wanna see if I can still get the parts from this name without accepting it. I mean, in the end it doesn't matter because I could just go back to it and... Oh yeah. So I can now be in any verse. Let's go with that. I don't know if having Swallow as a name is a good idea. That might be a good one for certain combinations. Yeah, I got more entry points now. There's also a boss right here, that should be Eternal Polaris. But yeah, first up we should really take a look at the perk system again. So at some points I need to get into the tuning. That's gonna need to happen. All of this stuff here, not quite as much, at least not yet. But I would like some increased battle rewards. If I had 2 more points, this would actually be really good. But right now I could maybe unlock one of these and they are not worth it on their own. I need both. Let's just go into tuning. That's gonna be important anyways. Okay, I need to unlock both of the ones before it. Here we go. Don't have enough points for that, but at least we got the level 1 tuning now if we need to. In the end I'm just getting this because I need that for the higher levels. But yeah, we might be able to actually get another dude here and finish off another team. And then we are just missing the rolling guys. I mean, I've beaten like 3 of them, so shouldn't be too many more left. But yeah, overall, if you don't just keep repeating battles against the same opponents, you are actually making a good amount of BP, and that's working out pretty well so far. Alright, just gonna stick right behind him. I mean, okay, never mind. Getting the overtake done, I didn't expect him basically to run out of speed right there. Bit of a drift. Clean cornering as well. Near miss on top of that. Okay, that was a really profitable corner right there. And here we go, happy chappy. Two team leaders in one episode. It's not like we are not making progress here. He might require a bit more aggression in order to win here. I don't know where I'm getting that idea from, but I'm feeling that pretty strongly right now. Stay the fuck away from me. And another guy defeated. Another 5 points. And back to the parking area. A slim, well-built man approaches. And some features, tracking presence. Started racing recently. At first glance he seems polite, but his words subtly mock you. And expecting me to know who he is. And now calling me a poser because I didn't know him. Crimson Boy. I'll enjoy putting him into his place. Yeah, Return of the Bastards. That's the second storyline here, and they are all going to unfold basically right next to each other. So here we go. I don't know if did I even explain the other one? I completely forgot. But yeah, basically everything is going to have its own goals here and have its own little storyline, but in the end it's all happening simultaneously. You can't really not deal with everything at once. Huh? Do I have the other stuff already unlocked, or what the hell is going on here? Shouldn't really. Just checking. I'm still hoping for a map expansion at some point. I need that guy primarily. Yeah, we now have two bosses. This is going to be... I don't know. Yeah, this is just a really bad setup. I'm just gonna go in, do a battle, get a bit of money from that, and then come back out. Just to get another reset. Just re-rolling their positions. I want one of the guys that I didn't beat yet to be right after one of the entry points. Nah, it's still showing the other parts is blocked, so... Got a bit confused for a moment that I could already see the other entry points there. Yeah, that's gonna beat down one of the trainer drivers. Oh! Never mind, yeah, that's... okay, I'm an idiot. When I asked about there being maybe one of the AE86s in a random team, yeah, that's the challengers. That's the tutorial guy. Okay, just gonna sort that out real quick. I mean, I don't think this is going to be too crazy. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I said something about needing 28 points. So if I maybe get 3 more BPs, and I mean, now the next one is going to be including the next one is going to be a regular battle, and then it's going to lure out the team leader. So I'm going to get 10 points anyway, so I don't need to bother with that. Otherwise, I would have just repeated that battle 1 or 2 times. I could go for this one, or I could try hopefully getting Crimson Boy. I feel more inclined towards Crimson Boy, because that dude really gets on my nerves. So let's try beat the boss. I could also set it up to beat 3 bosses next time, but nah. Although that would be kinda cool. Let's go for Crimson Boy right now and then see further. I also wouldn't be against making this a bit longer and just beating the entire stage. It's not really too far away anymore. Might just take a few attempts with me having a stock car over here. The spoiler looks cool, but it just doesn't count. Yeah, of course, another Livork driver. So original. I've seen something about them getting their original cars back from Import Tuner Challenge. Might be happening later in this game. Okay, he is at least a little bit quicker than a lot of the other Livork drivers right now. I still don't think he would have much of a shot against the regular traffic Livork. Because I certainly wouldn't. I also should at some point really get myself my first skill. So one of those active things. But I mean, right now it's working. Gotta be careful with this corner. Yeah, nothing too scary right here. Almost got half a mil from beating that dude. That's at least a good payout. After finishing the battle, you return to a parking area with Crimson Boy. He seems like a completely different person. Less of a dick, I guess. Ah, well done, Rocky. Yeah, now he's striking a very different tone thanks to me having actually shown him that I'm not a poser, but I mean that dude is still kind of a dick for being like that in the first place. Yeah. Inescapable malice. That dude still has something going on there. Alright. Taking care of that dude. So let's go back in. Let's just go back in. We still have some other cars to take care of, or some other rivals I wanna say. Starting with Rolling Guy. I'm also kinda curious how the tuning unlocks are going to work out, because right now it feels like I'm getting the stuff really quickly, or at least I have the potential to get it really quickly. I'm not putting in the points right now, because right now I'm also not really looking into buying the stuff. I could see myself just unlocking the tuning part soon and then buying a second car to really get into the whole thing. And that's another 11. I mean, I could also try just sticking to this car and seeing how far it can get me. I mean, I already made a full playthrough using only the Sprinter Treno. Don't think there's much of a point in doing that again, even though things have changed since then. Might be one for later. Right now I wanna try out a few more cars here and there. Maybe we'll even buy a Civic or Integra as a second car. I wanna see how good they are in terms of tuning. The stuff I gave them, etc. Yeah. Two AE86s entered together. Two men stepped out of their machines and started speaking to me. Yeah, this is not like menacing or so. I'm not getting my ass whooped now. Team of A86 drivers. And they have been there for so many games. We should have the skills to back it up here. No, you always kill those first opponents and total pushovers, and nothing's ever gonna change about that. Yeah, now they are calling his other rookies and all of that. And now it's about Rolling Master. Former Rolling Guy 1. The dude to beat left the team. Rebirth of the Legend. Now we got all the 3 episodes started. Laid back Swan. No! You know what? I'm gonna be laid back amateur. I think I'm happy with that, but yeah, that sounds okay. That's more like it. Okay, we got a few more bosses, and I think I'll start with this one because that's just right by the on-ramp. I don't know, I'm contemplating the whole thing about the laid back swallow. Birds don't lay back. Like, I mean, not literally, they're not gonna just lay down in a hammock or some shit. Oh, Polaris. I thought it would be the other one, but I mean, doesn't matter, I'm gonna get through all of them. I mean, we are also making a good amount of money. I could buy myself another Corolla 11 now. That's gonna be my entire garage. You know, the fun part is, when I first got the game, I had a bit of a weird opinion about the starter cars, like especially the Mazda Roadster. It looks a bit too pristine for a starter car. Like, there are some things that look a bit more run down and, yeah, lower price bracket. But the thing is, I think when you get the option between a brand new Mazda Roadster and an AE86 in tip-top condition, I think the Mazda might be cheaper at this point. Okay, thank fuck she's braking. I mean, considering I'm driving against... I should maybe upshift. Honestly, the engine noises in this game are very quiet. I already tuned down the music quite a bit. Engine is at full blast, but it's just not blasting. I'm gonna get used sooner or later. But yeah, I bet those kind of cars, they have been appreciating value. Especially since getting them in good condition must be very tough at this point. Come on. Okay, I might just get her like this. Yeah, at least back in range again. Could you fuck off, please? Just let me pass. It's interesting because I'm not losing any more SP from that by ramming her. I remember that being one-sided a while ago, so yeah, basically you couldn't get your opponents below a certain amount of SP before they would stop draining through that, or at least not through ramming. Might be on both sides now. I still need to be careful about the walls apparently, because that just hurt. But directly ramming my opponent seems to be okay now. I'm not gonna question that. C1 inner loop, here we go. I mean, more like we are leaving that right now. Opponent from earlier battle, the driver who stepped out of the skyline was a young girl. Eternal Polaris. Eternal Polaris. She opened her mouth several times, only to stop herself. Her behavior seems confused, or perhaps fearful or something. After repeating this a few times, she lowered her gaze quietly and left without saying a single word. Yeah. So much about her. Okay, let's see. That's the last guy. I should be able to get him from here. But yeah, at that point we have finished the first stage, which is going to be interesting. Should be able to get a better car from that point on. Potentially even unlocking quite a few, but I mean I should have maybe checked, but didn't. So we'll have to see about that. Also 41 BP, that's quite a lot. I could do a few things with that, likely just going to invest it into tuning parts, but maybe also unlocking a new car at that point. I mean, we are already making really good money here. Partially because of the bonus from the bosses that we are beating. And the next one is not going to be an exception to that, I don't think. Alright, next up. Nah. Really didn't take that corner too well. But yeah, I think I'll check out the available cast between episodes and then see which one I want to work towards. Just really take some time to get a decent decision made and then go from there. I also need to apply the opponent decals to this car because this thing has been a bit of a destroyer. Taking out 3 teams and 3 bosses here. I mean, right now 2, but the 3rd one to follow very soon. I don't think Rolling Master is going to do too much here. Please stop getting away from me. Just slowly pulling away. How rude. Not anymore, I guess. Near miss while also still hitting him. I think the rewards come in a bit too early in some cases. Okay, clean cornering points. I mean, I take the money. Wasn't too long ago where I really needed. Oh, where I needed it. Okay, here we go. Getting some damage in now, on his end even. Not just only hitting myself. And that's the battle won. Another 400k plus. So, yeah. We are really making good money here. And now we got Rolling Guide number 1 and Rolling Master. Didn't think it was possible, but he even beat Rolling Master. I mean... yeah. You guys are shit. New legend, I don't think so. Also, the interesting part is there are some bosses mentioned, and they are going to come up quite often in the dialogue here. There's only 2 of them that I ever heard of. But there's 3 different storylines, so I don't think I'll be the boss for the 3rd one. Who knows who that will be. Oh yeah, now we got the legendary tuner here. Got some decent driving skills. Looks like you've done some work on your machine. Not really, actually. It's still stock under the hood. Legendary tuner, but I'm not really anything special. I had to call out to them like this. If you let me tweak your machine a bit, I make it significantly faster by charging for it. Yeah, I got all of them taken care of. And then Eternal Polaris. Okay, this is interesting because I still have problems with the game trying to sell me A person who cannot beat the AE86 in an R33 Skyline. Yeah, inexperience. In fact, we've only just taken the first steps as a street racer. I don't know. I feel like Eternal Polaris at this point with that car and that performance should be more of a laughingstock than anything else. I like that she comes back later, much stronger and actually being challenging, but at this point, total pushover. Okay, but yeah, we have finished the first stage, meaning that we could even go and just go anywhere else here, and that's gonna be for the next episode. I can see a long run coming in, but we might also have to see what's going to happen then. I'm curious right here. Did I even get anything that could be tuned? Oh, never mind. That's yeah. I unlocked the stuff, so I can now buy it. I mistook that for the settings tab, and of course I don't have any settings yet because I didn't buy anything adjustable. But yeah, definitely going to take care of the perk system here. What do I need? Okay, so for that I would need to defeat the next set of bosses. Same here, so for Honda, I could either go for Civic Type R or try to get into one of these here. Who knows how good that will be. I mean, I don't know about this one, but I know that the beat is likely pretty similar to the Cappuccino, and that means it's not gonna be great on the straightaways. So yeah, we'll have to see what's really good here. BB, I don't really believe in either. 86 GT would be an option. Everything else seems, yeah, that's locked. This is the stuff that I could unlock through the, through giving up and going with the Enjoy route. I don't need those either. I could get a, BRZ. I mean, that's not really different from the 86. I could get the 180SX, which is a strong car at this point, and it's also actually it's one that I need for a Wanderer. So if you have a choice between taking the Sylvia and the 180SX, unless there's now a Wanderer that needs the Sylvia as a requirement, the 180SX is going to be the better choice. I mean, Master right now, I think this is slightly stronger than this one. I think the Roadster is really the lowest spec version, and this is slightly better, and this is a really high spec for the car. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, I could also go with this one. That's actually tempting. I mean, it's not all that powerful, but it's all-wheel drive, it's really nice handling and all of that, so that might be an idea. I might just have to turn off the autosave and try out a few things. I mean, I kind of want to go with Honda because that's a new thing, but which is the best choice right now? Who knows? Let's find out together next time. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys then. Until next time, have a good one, and bye bye.